What is happening, everybody? MG here, MGCovers, bringing you a brand new sports handicapping video. Title of this video, how to create a cheat code for three-way lines in soccer. Super excited to bring in this video. It's going to be very educational. Those of you who are interested in building models, and more specifically, a plug-and-play model that takes all the subjectivity out of handicapping, you will be very interested in this video. If you're watching this video for the first time, greatly appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. This is me right here, the YouTube channel. Ton of content here. Have a lot of playlists related to handicapping soccer, college basketball, etc. So you get a lot of value simply by subscribing to the channel. If you want to follow me on Instagram, greatly suggest that you do that. I give out a ton of content on there as well. A lot of free plays, a lot of leans on particular games or things I see in the sports betting marketplace. So you get a lot of value simply by following me there. All right, so let's dive into this video. I'm really excited about this. Now, you know, back in September, I made a paradigm shift in my business. I wanted to create as many plug-and-play models. My strength as a handicapper is building models and creating models where the model does a majority of the work as it relates to handicapping. So I wanted to take the subjectivity out of it, meaning there's two parts to handicapping. You have the model, which is statistically driven, and then you have the subjective part, which is things like is the team playing at home, injuries, line movement, etc. So those are what we consider subjective angles. So I wanted to take all that out and to create models where basically plug and play, that we put all of our 100% of our wagering and handicapping into the model. And if the model says it's a play, then boom, we pull the trigger and play it. Now this is a soccer model, and this is going to take a while to explain it. Now, if you're new here, or just a quick review, the difficult part for soccer is the fact that it's three different lines. So you have a home team, away team can win, and you have the draw line. And that's what makes soccer hard. So when you're playing a normal side, if you look up here, you have a 50% chance on every single wager, right? Meaning, like in a football game, there's two teams playing, you have a 50% chance of hitting that. At best, in soccer, you have that reduces down to 33%, right? So that's what makes soccer extremely difficult. Now, so the draw, regardless of how you slice it or dice it, is going to stick its head up about 33% of the time. No escaping it. No escaping that. Okay, so this is the soccer model you're looking at. This is the betting log here, starting from 1-6 via the model all the way down to 122 yesterday. It's 12-10. That's really good, but it is starting to regress back closer to 50%. I think that's about 54, 55% there, up 6.85 units. That's assuming playing one full unit on each play. And basically how I have the model constructed, these are the lines for today, which is 123. We play teams that have at least a double-digit goal differential. So today there's two teams. You have Inter Milan and Bologna here, are both over or at least plus 10 goal differential. And we would play teams on the side up to minus 139. If it was greater than that, then we would play that team on the spread line. And you'll see here on the tracker, a couple examples of that would have been this team here from the Netherlands on 1-6. I think they were probably like minus 200 here. So we play them on the spread at minus 105. So that's basically how that works. So when you look at these, like Juventus 137, you would play that on the side. So if it's greater than minus 139, you play it on the spread line. So this is actually good. Okay, this is 12-10 up 6.85 units. That's really good. All right. Now, however, always looking at trying to improve the models, make it more profitable. And my guess is this is probably the best it's going to be, because you can already see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's basically on a 1-5 run as we speak. Started out very hot. What was that? 8-3 there. So everything is always regressing back to the mean. So in this case, everything's always going to be pushing back to that 33%, right? So probably if you're handicapping soccer and you can get it to about 50%, you're doing pretty well. And it did have some big wins here, plus 303, plus 299. So what I did notice is if you look at the losses, this is what got me thinking, and what we're going to talk about, the cheat code, the whole premise of this video. And sorry to be long-winded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 of those 10 losses were to the draw line. 9 of those 10 losses were to the draw line. So here was my first step. So what I did was, I said, well, what if, and if you've, there's some videos on my channel about this, just exclusively playing draws. I said, what if we just play draws? Now, this is fascinating. So if you just played, instead of playing sides, if you played the draw line, we would be up 11.75 units. Even better than simply playing the sides, even more profitable. Now, so your next question might be, well, why wouldn't you exclusively play draws? Try that, and that could be a potential way to play. However, this next concept, and I've already introduced this concept before, it's called the 2/3 concept. And the reason why I think this is an even better way, and you'll see it, I'm proving it because it will be more profitable, is we only had one match where the team opposite of the double-digit favorite won. So out of all these matches here, the team opposite of the double-digit favorite only won one time. So now, and again, this is so many times in sports handicapping, what you think will work usually does not. And what you think there's no way that this can work, more times than not does. Simple concept application of that would be playing a public team. The majority of the people playing one team, you would think logically you should play that team also, but it's actually the opposite. My basketball model uses no offensive stats, only defensive stats. You would think to yourself, there's no way that would work, but it actually does. So the 2/3 concept, what I sort of came up with, and I have videos on this before, is like, what if we play, instead of playing a full unit, we play 1 unit for the team to win and 1 unit for the team to draw. Now, automatically when I say that, you would think, well, there's no way that would be profitable. And this is going to blow your mind. So look at the results. Doing it this way, let's go ahead and highlight this so you can see it here. It went 19, 1, and 2. And so I'm going to review this. So what I mean by the 2/3 concept, when we do this, we're playing this side here like we normally would. So in this particular match, we'd play this -1.5 on the spread line, and then we'd also play this match to draw. So if you're adding that up, so this won, so that would be 1.2 units won, but we would lose a unit on the draw, but still positive 0.28 units. Now, if you go through this, because if you're watching this, you're thinking, well, hey, there's going to be some times where you're going to lose both the draw line and the double-digit side. That only happened one time. So basically, in a nutshell, this model, doing it this way, there was a total of 22 plays. Out of those 22, we had 19 wins, 1 loss. There's a loss there. And we had 2 draws, or no profit, because if we have a juiced favorite, -123 here, and we win, we'd only win 1 unit, you see there, and we would lose the draw, so that would be a push. Okay, now the reason I think this is effective is because this model here is much better. So what it does, basically, in essence, it's all because of the model. The model is very, very good at eliminating a side. So in essence, what I'm doing with the model is, so instead of us having 33% chance, we've eliminated one side, and we're getting closer to a 50% chance, similar to the way it would be. And we're basically eliminating one of the sides, because you can see here in this example, we only lost basically 1 match out of all those. Now, also, what do we know about odds, statistics, etc.? This is probably the best it will be. And again, this is a very small sample size. So will this work long term? Have no idea, right? Because it's a very small sample size. But hypothetically, let's just say if we, instead of only losing one, let's say if we lost 7 of these. So we take 7 times -2 would be -14. So we'll be down -14 units. Subtract that out of the 18, we would still be up basically 4 units. So in my opinion, I think this is the correct way to play it. And again, the key is, and the whole premise of this video is the cheat code, is the model is so good at what it's actually doing is it's eliminating, it's taking out this side. So we can assume on the double-digit favorites, it's very, very unlikely that the team opposite of the double-digit goal diff favorite is going to win. So if they're not going to win, there's only 2 other possibilities. And that's the double-digit team winning or either the draw. And you can see it's extremely profitable. And I think it's the way to play it. Now, will I actually do it this way? I'm not sure. Probably will track this or maybe even do some back testing to see what it would be long term, because again, you have to be realistic when you're dealing with stats. That's a very small sample size, but it's definitely leaning in that direction that this is the way to go. So hope this video helps and you're able to see how I'm thinking in the actual creation or changing a model, etc. If you want access to these lines, you can get these lines daily, $49.95. You also get access to my NBA power rankings, college basketball. What else we have going on? NHL, $49.95 per month. You also get access to all my coaching videos on the website. It's about 150 coaching videos only available on the website. If you want to get access to everything I just mentioned, in addition to all my plays, that's $100 a month. And the best value is to join for a year. You get access to everything on the site, $4.99. You save about $600. Hope this video helped. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.